everyone, welcome to AmalaMovement. I'm Charlotte. This November, I'm really excited to share with you a move through kindness practice. Let's get started. So let's begin today's practice lying down. So take your time to come all the way down onto your back, having your feet standing and your knees up towards the sky. And knowing that by already showing up for this time on your mat, you're already giving yourself this beautiful act of kindness. And as we lie here, just take some time to settle in for your inhales and your exhales to lengthen, to soften through the whole of the body. And just gently asking yourself, how might kindness manifest itself in your yoga practice today? What does it mean to be kind in your yoga practice? And that looks different for everyone on every day. And maybe kindness looks like doing less. Maybe you work at 60% energy rather than 100% energy. Maybe you think about all the things you are doing so incredibly well rather than thinking about, what could I be doing better? And just sit here with this for one more breath. You are kind. Let's gently start to blink the eyes open if they've been closed, and draw your left knee up in towards your chest. Interlace your fingers around your shin. Take an inhale, and on an exhale, draw your nose up towards your knee, round the spine, and lift your shoulders away from the mat. Inhale. Exhale, carve a line with your nose up towards the sky. Open the chest, but keep your shoulders away from the earth. You have an option to keep your right foot on the floor or extend it along your mat. Holding here for 3, 2, 1. And on an exhale, let everything go. Bring it back in and take some circles of the leg, finding that mobilization. Allow the weight of your head to soften back into the earth. And let's lower that foot towards the ground and bring the other knee in towards your chest. Interlace the fingers and wrap it around the shin. Inhale. Exhale, draw your knee towards the nose, round the spine. Really lift the shoulders away from the earth. Inhale. Exhale, carve a line with your nose to look up towards the sky. Imagine you've got a tennis ball between your chin and your chest. Keep the shoulders away from the earth. Option to extend the leg long along the floor for 3, 2, 1. And let everything go. Taking some mobilizations, circling the right leg in the hip socket, going one way and the other way. Crossing both of your calves and holding opposite ankles, squeezing the legs in towards your belly. So we're getting this lovely stretch for the lower back and for the hips. And it doesn't matter if your legs are straighter, if you're working with more space in the hips, the legs and the ankles today. And this rocking movement can get bigger and bigger until eventually we find this play, this rocking up and down the spine. Take as many times as you need to come all the way up to seated and making your way onto all fours. Move with kindness, move with kindness, move with kindness. So finding your wrists underneath your shoulders and your knees underneath your hips. Draw your belly button gently in and up towards the spine, so activating the core. Pressing through all 10 fingertips, round the spine, round the shoulder blades. Look in between your legs. Take an inhale here. And exhale to drop your belly, open the heart, shine the chest forwards. Inhale here. Exhale around the spine. Look in between the legs. Inhale. Exhale, drop the belly to the earth. Shine the heart forwards. Let's take one more. Exhale, look in between the legs, rounding the spine. Inhale. Exhale, drop the belly, open the chest, shining the heart forwards. Tabletop position, inhaling. Exhale, stabilizing yourself through your wrists and through your left knee. Extend your right leg back out behind you. We're wanting to keep our pelvis still, so really engage the core here. Pressing energy out through your right heel. Can you lift the right toes away from the mat? Breathe in. Keep the body still. Exhale. Can you squeeze your right knee towards your nose? Round the spine. Move slowly, move mindfully, and then step the right foot all the way up in between the hands. Bring the right hand inside of the right foot. Roll your shoulders in towards your back. Look forwards, open the chest. Exhale, relax the head and shoulders. Pivot on your left knee to turn your left toes towards the side edge of your mat. Bring your right elbow onto your right knee. Take your time, move with kindness. And when you're ready, we're going to peel our left fingertips all the way up towards the sky, pressing against your right knee so you get a purling sensation, opening up the body, left fingertips spiraling up towards the sky. Palm of the hand is facing the side edge of your mat. Breathing into your belly. And if you've got space in the body, you can work towards bringing your right fingertips to the inside edge of the right foot. But what we're not looking to do is for that to cause the left shoulder to rotate down, to drop down. So I really encourage you to step back a step and keep your elbow on the knee so that we can keep this opening through the chest. Take one more breath. With kindness, dropping your left fingertips down towards the floor. Right hand to the outside edge of the right foot and pivot back on your left knee. Tucking the left toes behind you, roll your shoulders in towards the back. If you're feeling strong, straightening that leg, lifting the left knee away from the floor. Have a line with your nose, look forwards. Low lunge. Stay up on the fingertips so that we have extra space in the front side of the body. Heart shining forwards. Breathing deep into that left hip. One more breath. Exhale, bend your left knee. Send your weight back, lifting the right toes away from the floor and then stepping to the top of your mat. Inhale, find the flat back, opening through the chest. Exhale, fold forwards, bend the knees. Soften your belly down to meet the thighs. You can rest the backs of the hands on the floor, head heavy. Have a gentle nod of your head to say yes, and a shake of your head to say no. Are you bending the knees? Be kind to the body. Soften the hamstrings, the hips, and especially the lower back. sliding your hands up the shins. Inhale, carve a line with your nose, look forwards. Exhale, plant the palms, step back to plank pose just for a breath. Strong in the core, inhaling here. And mindfully lowering the knees nice and gently, exhale. Coming back to tabletop. Shifting your weight from side to side, bumping the hips from left to right. And then finding center, returning back to the middle. Let's take all of this on the left side. So stabilize. Be strong in the wrists and the fingertips. Be strong in that right knee. Draw your belly up and in towards the spine. Extend your left leg out behind you. Notice if you've shifted your weight over to the right side. Inhale. Exhale. Keep pressing energy out your left heel. Lift the left leg away from the mat. Again, notice if you're shifting your weight over towards the right. Gently guide it back to center. Connect back with your breath, and we're moving as slowly as we can. Bend the left knee, round the spine as you squeeze the left knee all the way up towards the nose. Try and keep the body still. Can you step the left foot all the way up in between the hands? Come onto your fingertips to help yourself out. Inhale here. And then bring your left hand inside edge, to the inside edge, of the left foot. Roll your shoulders in towards the back. Carve a line with your nose, look forwards. And exhale, relax the head and shoulders down. Pivoting on your right knee to turn your right toes towards the sideways edge of your mat. And when you're ready, to bring your left elbow towards your left knee. Purposefully moving slowly here so that we have the time to connect to each individual moment, to find our breath, to find what feels good in this practice. And when you're ready, to send your right fingertips all the way up towards the sky, opening out through the chest. The palm of your right hand is facing the side edge of your mat. Thinking about sending your right shoulder back. And then asking yourself if you want to bring your left fingertips to the inside edge of the left foot, but notice how that may cause your right shoulder to fold down. Keep the breath soft. Unclench the jaw. Soften the skin of the face. Taking one more breath. And exhale, bringing the hands back down, framing the left foot, rotating back, sending your right toes back to the back edge of your mat, tucking the toes, roll the shoulders in towards the back, seeing if we can float that right knee away from the earth. Inhale, shine the heart forwards, open up through the chest. Think about sending your left hip back, squaring the hips, strong in the legs. I am kind. You've got this. 2 more breaths. Slowly start to bend the right knee. Shift your hips back. Flex the left toes. Step forwards. Inhale. Find a flat back. Open the chest. Exhale, fold it down. Taking a moment in a forward fold. If your hands reach the floor, bring the backs of the hands onto the mat so we can release and soften through the wrists. Have a gentle nod of your head and a shake as if you're saying no. And as we try to find rest in a forward fold, there's a lot to be said about letting go of expectations of what a forward fold should look like? Can you let go of this voice in your head that says your fingers should touch your toes, or your nose should be against your knees, or your legs should be straight? Let go of all of that and just be as you are. Move as you already are. Find kindness in your thoughts. Finding kindness in your actions. Great. Sliding your hands up the shins, move slowly. Find length in the spine, take an inhale. Exhale, planting your hands into the mat, stepping back to plank pose. Holding here for 5, 4. Press energy out through your heels. For 3. Fingertips engaged. 2. And on a 1, lower your belly all the way to the earth. Untuck the toes. Inhale, roll your shoulders in towards the back. Find a small cobra, or if you want to go there, upward facing dog. Take a few moments here to soften through the back, to have a little wriggle, and then lower your chest all the way back down. Forehead melts to the earth. Tuck the toes. Inhale, press yourself up to your plank position. Exhale, hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Take some time to pedal out through the feet, bending one knee and straightening the other. This is the only downward dog we'll be doing today, so really take your time to give your body what it needs. To stretch out, mobilize the ankles and the toes. Soften through the calves, the knees and the hips. Let's take one more breath. Shifting your weight forwards into your plank pose. Inhale. And again, slowly with control, can you bend the knees? Soft landing as your knees find the earth. Come onto your fingertips and slowly walk your hands back to meet your knees and lift the hips. So we're coming into this kneeling position. If you have got sensitive knees, I really encourage you to listen to your body. Either pop a blanket or a soft pillow underneath your knees to soften that connection, or just have a lie down. If this isn't for you right now, just have a lie down, breathe deep, listen to the sound of the breath. Otherwise, meet me here with my knees directly underneath the hips and your toes pointing towards the back edge of the mat. So the toes aren't together or too wide. So we're like a train track, nice and parallel. Engage the core, so send the belly button in towards the spine and keep your pelvis neutral, so we're not tucking the pelvis under. Our core is engaged. To monitor this, bring one hand to your belly, your lower belly, and one hand to your lower back. So this is just a bit of feedback, a gentle reminder to not tuck or overarch the pelvis. Keep it neutral but strong. Relax the shoulders down. Press through the tops of the feet. Engage the hamstrings. Take an inhale. Find your strength. Exhale, rock yourself back. Inhale, come back to center. So this is a slow and controlled movement. Exhale, rock back. Inhale, center. You don't have to go far. It can just be a few centimeters. Exhale, rock back. Inhale, center. 3 more if you can. If you have any discomfort in your knees or in your lower back, stop. Be kind to your body. Be kind to your thoughts. Let's take one more. Make sure the core is engaged. Inhale, rock back. Great, relax the arms. Roll the shoulders in towards the back. Big breath in. Keep your heart shining forwards. Send your fingertips back. Can you catch hold of the heels? Palms facing the front of the mat. Lifting the chest, coming into our camel pose. As we're here, send the hips forwards, belly is engaged. Look forwards, tuck the chin towards the chest. Shoulder blades squeezing together. And if it feels okay for the neck and for the back, you can drop the head all the way down. If this is too much for the back, ease off, look forwards for one more breath. And then slowly engage your core, come all the way back up. Lower your bottom down towards your heels. Bring your toes together, bring your knees together. Roll the shoulders back, inhale. Backs of the hands on the floor, exhale. Forehead to the earth. Coming to Balasana, Child's Pose. Breathing into the lower back. Allow your breath to deepen. With an inhale, can you feel your lower back expanding? And exhale, lower back softens. You can start to close the eyes if that feels nice for you today. Slowing down our practice, slowing down the breath. Bringing your hands to your knees, keep the eyes closed, and you can slowly start to roll yourself all the way up through the spine. The head is the last thing to lift. Really take your time with that. Bringing your hands to heart center, Ujjayi Mudra. Keep the breath long, keep the breath soft. And just quietly saying to yourself, I am kind. I am kind. Thank you so much for sharing your time and your energy with me today. Have a beautiful rest of your day. Namaste.